What's going on, YouTube? Zach Ryder here. Just doing a nice little morning cruise. My buddy, we're over in Palos Verdes, our go-to spot because we're so close. It only takes like 15 minutes to get here or so, if that. It is a beautiful Saturday morning. Really? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Interesting. I don't know what the fuck just hit me. Something just hit me in the face. This is like a really fun little series of turns right in through here. And I, of course, still suck at turning. Man, that guy was hauling. I feel like those fools go faster than me sometimes. Oh wow, look at that. Oh. Hell, it almost looks like the way the clouds look, it almost looks like it's raining a little bit. There's a lot of moisture in there. Incredible right now. That looks awesome. Not clear enough for Catalina though. This guy thinks he's in my way. I don't really care. I'm not like trying to be a fucking nut job up here. Ah! Ah, Jesus fucking God. Oh. Ah. Ah. Woo. This is, oh my god, this road sucks. Oh, this fucker behind me is like tailgating. God. Oh, shit. Fuck this road. God damn it. Oh, thank God for halfway decent suspension. So I bought Far Cry 4 the other day, and that game is fucking badass as shit. Literally, it's definitely one of the best games I've ever played. I don't know if any of you played Far Cry 3. I don't know. I'm not far enough into the story on 4 yet to know if it's like as good story-wise as 3 was. But so far, I'm pretty impressed with it. Bummer. And the main, the villain is fucking psychotic too. I still think, though, in Far Cry 3, I still think Boss was the best villain. Definitely, like, I've even put him in my top 3 acting performances of all time. Because I thought he played that part so well. It was him, he was up there, Bryan Cranston in Breaking Bad, and then Heath Ledger as the Joker in Dark Knight. Those are my top 3 acting performances. But man, just getting around the map in Far Cry 4 is so much easier than it was in 3. It's the terrain, since it takes place in the Himalayas, the terrain is a lot more mountainous and stuff and vertical. So you have there's grappling now and stuff that makes it really easy to get up mountains and shit. Like if you played Far Cry 3, you know, like when the mountains would get steep enough, you would just slide back down. It was kind of hard to get to the top of the mountains and whatnot. But now it's way easier. And then they threw in that gyrocopter thingy jigger, I think it's called the Buzz or whatever. And that thing makes it super fast. It's really easy to get around the map with that too. And I don't want to say they're easy to find on the map, but they're in a few places, and they spawn at like the same place in some areas. So if you figure out where that is, then you can always get one, which is kind of nice. But the map looks amazing too. They did a really good job. It's similar, I haven't unlocked the north part of the map yet. It's kind of like Far Cry 3, they have the 2 islands and you don't unlock the second island until later down the story. I haven't unlocked the northern part of the map yet, but so far, the part that I do have looks a little bit like Far Cry 3. Like the terrain is somewhat similar. Oh, that's fucking dope. Oh. But there's some differences and stuff, just being more vertical and mountainous and whatnot. It's kind of funny when you're flying the gyrocopter. If you look down at the trees, they're all like totally flat. Ew. They're all like totally flat. And the direction, they like always spin and face you as you're flying, which is kind of funny. I think probably because when you're on the ground, they obviously look like trees. It's hard to explain. It sounds weird, but just fly over the trees, you know what I'm talking about. But I have it on PS3. It might not do that on the PS4 and the Xbox One. It would obviously be better on those consoles, like graphic wise and shit. I want to get a PS4, but I don't really game enough to justify buying one, at least right now. So maybe I'll buy one as like a college graduation present to myself or something. I'm sure at some point they'll go on sale next year, but they're still like $400 or so.
I'd really get it for GTA 5 and Far Cry 4 probably, and maybe a couple other games, but mostly those two, because I'm really into the open world games. Like, I love being able to run around the map and just kind of do whatever. I don't know why. I just think it's super fun. Especially GTA 5, because there's so much you can do. They have all those vehicles, and the map is huge. There's all the different terrains and shit, and there's just so much to do, like, when you're not doing missions. Usually I just drive. I got really into getting cars and doing all the modifications on them, because they have a fair amount of modifications that you can do in the Los Santos Auto or whatever it is. So I'm always doing mods and shit on cars and bikes. So you know what I noticed though is every time I turn on the game to play it, I'll go out to the fucking garage and like one of the cars is always gone, or one of the vehicles is missing on one side. It's so weird. It's annoying. So, oh well. That's still so much fun.